All right, everyone, the NBA season starts today. We have made it. It is a holiday for everybody.
Oh, man, the offseason felt like forever. It's great to be back. Nothing like some games that count.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Pass to Boozer. Baseline J on the way. Second chance shot. He lays it in.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Here's Lopez, and Lopez throws it down.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him what his thoughts were on Cade Cunningham, and he said Cade is extremely talented. He's got great size. He plays under control. He's one of those guys that makes his teammates better. It's easy to see why he initiates so much of their offense. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Here's Yesufu after the basket by Detroit. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Pass to Evans. The three. It's hauled in by Brown. And so Brown will bring it up for the Warriors. Lopez outside. Back to Brown. Just 5 to shoot. 20 feet out. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Down low. And there's Lopez. That's good on the assist by Brown. Lopez has got 6.
And how great are they playing? 4 for 4 shooting to start this one.
And it's blocked. Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
There's Brown with the 3. Rebound, Detroit.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
And this young Pistons team, GA, you and I love them, building around toughness.
Yeah, offensively, attacking the paint, defensively, where they are engaged. And they'll send you to the foul line quite a bit, but it's a product of that hard-nosed style.
Boozer, and Boozer throws it down.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the quick.
GA, strong work all around. And the rebound and the stuff both. Wow.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Feed the interior. Good things will happen.
And here are the Warriors now after the basket by Detroit. Back to Brown. Over Peterson. 11 feet away. And the Warriors take on 2 more. Pistons trail by 4. Evans outside. Outside Boozer. The 11-footer. That's no good, and he's 3 for 5. Warriors have gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. RJ, there were questions about the 2 timeline approaching Golden State, but some of those young guys have made a difference.
And some haven't. But those team-friendly contracts of those younger players, that's one advantage. And a way to keep that energetic talent around their young stars.
First free throw is good. Well, Richard, you had an interesting view of the start of the Warriors dynasty.
Yeah, I was very, very blessed to be a part of that Steph, Clay, and Draymond's first playoff run back in 2013. Matter of fact, some of the Warrior fans are still mad at me for some missed free throws. But I was 90 years old. Let it go.
And both free throws good for Lopez. Pistons trail by 6. Pass to Boozer.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Peterson. Really played well against Brooklyn in his last outing. No one covered. 5 points in the game.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Here's Brown. That one misses. Good D by Boozer. Free throw line jump shot. It's rebounded by Golden State.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity from the mid-range. He can hit that.
Pass to Yesufu. To the inside. Boozer with the defensive effort.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Here's Yesufu. Still scoreless. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
And he makes the first. That one misses. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Detroit again with the bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Back to Brown. Pass to Yesufu. Some nice passing by Golden State. Count that one. Here's Evans. No scoring in this one. Here's Peterson. From the arc. The basket good off the assist from Evans.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's Yesufu. Back to Brown. Over Peterson. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Looked like he just rushed it there. Just maybe take a little bit more time in the future.
Evans outside. Pass to Peterson. There's a screen. Shot clock at 6. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
Now here's Brown. Jacks up a 3. Boozer with the rebound.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
Pass to Evans. Here's Peterson. He's covered by Brown. Peterson the pass to Evans. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Now it's a 5-point Piston lead.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's Yesufu. Cranes it from beyond the arc.
I guess that defense thought they could live with that, and he punished them for thinking so.
Here are the Pistons with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's good. Another from 3.
And that's it. Mission accomplished.
First place in career threes is his and his alone. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Here is the 2K leaderboard with last season's top passing teams. The Warriors, 4th.
The way they moved the ball last year, it was a coach's dream. They really kept the defenses off balance.
Pass to Peterson. Launches a three. Buries the long-range jumper. Peterson's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Pistons. Wilson left side. Three on the clock. And that one, no good to start him off on the night.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Well, Draymond Green is getting serious in the weight room. He said, one thing I learned is you have to lift weights. I was always naturally strong, so I was like, what do I need to lift for? These guys can't move me right now. But your body needs to be able to withstand the pounding of a long season. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, Allie, we thank you. Can't hit from the elbow. Detroit's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. To the right side. Pass to Pete. Lets it go from deep. And it's Daniels with the rebound. The Warriors trail. 1:36 left here in the opening quarter. Carries it down low. There's 1:26 left in the first. Shot clock at 5. Right wing. Here's Lindenborg. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Golden State's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. 50 seconds left in the first quarter. Power down with both hands.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. They set the screen. Over to the left wing. It's good from long range. And the Pistons lead by 1. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
From downtown, and the 3 ball is good. He has 5.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Pete. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. The Warriors on top. They lead by a bucket. Live from Chase Center, you're watching 2K Sports. Folks, welcome back to the game. Just last quarter, we saw a change in the all-time three-point shooting leader standings.
A new all-time leader was crowned, ladies and gentlemen. In a league full of expert snipers, he has risen to the top of the all-time ranks.
And Detroit, looking at who they've got. They've got Evans, and it's Lindenborg in at the center position. Here's Pete. Warriors with the rebound. Lopez outside. Rebounded by Knox.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
And here's Evans outside. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Golden State's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Some nice passing by Golden State. Pass to Yesufu. Lets it go with the three. Offensive rebound. Can't hit from in close. Detroit's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. There's the pick. Fires the three. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them. Here's Wilson. Rebounded by Knox. The Pistons trailing. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. And Lundenborg missing. To the paint. And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it, the fast break chance. Detroit's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Pete. Misses off the left iron.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what his offense was designed to create.
And you couldn't get a better shot off? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
And finally, someone scores.
It's a slugfest. Maybe not the prettiest game we've seen, but sometimes the best wins are the ugly ones.
Lopez outside. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Wilson. A three-pointer, no good. The Pistons have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Over to the wing. Trains the three-pointer. And now it's a 3-point Detroit lead.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Boozer is checked in for Detroit. Warriors trail by 3. Right side, Wilson. Over Pete. And the Warriors miss again.
And this is the type of game you just throw away as a player. He has yet to score a point and looks completely flustered.
Here's Boozer, and it's blocked. Here's Yesufu. They swipe it. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Yep, that one goes. 8 points for him. Golden State's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Out to the right wing. Shot to stop the run. Lopez inside. To the middle. Kicks it out to Evans. Pass to Boozer. They get the rebound. Goes up again. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
And they continue to control the glass.
Here's Yesufu. Covered by Evans. Comes up empty down low. To the wing on the left. A 3-ball. No good on that one. Warriors trail by 7. And here's Brown outside. Rebounded by Pete. So for the Pistons, their last game, a win against the Nets in Brooklyn. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Lopez, no luck. Pistons leading by 7. They set the pick. Inside. Here's Pete. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Jackson, he's checked in for the Warriors. And you think about the importance, RJ, of awareness and basketball IQ. What about players who don't have that, but are immensely talented?
Well, they still have to grow their IQ, and that can take time because if you make too many mistakes, it will cap your minutes.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Wilson.
You cannot play worse offensively, although he's trying, and he hasn't made one shot yet. I feel for him.
Here's Pete. Shoots the three, and he's good on the three ball. 11 points in the game.
He got a 3 to fall in the first, and now his second in this quarter. Not a trend the defense wants to see.
Jackson against Evans. Jackson kicks to Brown. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Brown's got 10 points.
And dialing up the three ball, he finally puts it in to the 14-0 run by Detroit.
And he gets it to go.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Fires the three. Rebound, Detroit. Hoosiers got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Jackson with it. Scoreless thus far. Puts one up from 19. Rebounded by Pete. Pistons leading by 13. Left side, Boozer. Pass to Pete. Clock at 6. A three-pointer off the mark.
Even though it didn't go down, he'll take that shot every time. Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Jackson looking it over. Over Evans. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Detroit's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Both teams will make substitutions.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
From past the arc. That shot misses. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Golden State. It's a 13-point game. Brown outside. Down low. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Richard, be honest. Did you expect Curry to have this kind of career when he was drafted into the NBA?
I don't think anyone expected Steph to have such a transformative career. He's more than a superstar. He's an icon and an excellent ambassador for the game.
Richard, we see such an influx of foreign players. Any concern that American-born players will fall behind?
100%. We have to change our development. We have to change our approach to youth basketball because right now the Europeans, 1, hungrier, 2, they have a greater approach for skill and technique at an early age.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
The fadeaway. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Right side, Jackson. Brown outside. 6 on the shot clock. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And I can say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. Here's Peterson, guarded by Jackson.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's Peterson in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest. Now here's Brown. He's got 13. To the left wing. Lopez passes to Brown. Back to Lopez. Unloads. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall.
Who's watching it?
The 3. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
And the three-pointers are starting to add up. That's his third of the quarter, and it brings him to 4 on the game.
On the wing, Jackson. Nothing on the board. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. Some solid defense from Brown.
Aggressive move. I know he wishes he had that one back.
Outside Jackson puts up a deep 3. Kept alive. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Fires for 3. Doesn't go that time. And so it's Detroit going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
Here is Coach Steve Kerr. Your defense struggling to contain them in the first half.
All right, Allie, thank you. And folks, we'll be back with you right after this halftime break.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half.
A key part of this one, their bench production. Those guys can heat it up in a hurry. Give the starters a little rest.
And since we have a moment, let's see what other games are coming up tonight. It'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers up against the Magic in Orlando. That one gets going at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time.
This is the kind of game everyone tunes in for. Should be a good one.
I'm right there with you, getting the popcorn ready. Got some gummy bears for it. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has a...
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Detroit leading by 10. Boozer passes to Peterson. Evans outside. Pass to Peterson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires away from way outside. Goes back up. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Tipping off the second half, here's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5. The lead now in single digits. 13 points in the game.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Brown feeling out a bit.
Number 17. First personal foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
He hits both from the stripe. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Pass to Peterson. Beyond the arc. Evans outside. And here's Boozer. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Second shot opportunity. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Yesufu, no good. Pistons leading by 6. Boozer up top. Pass to Peterson. 3-pointer. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got 4 rebounds in this game. Going inside, and there it is for him. He has 6.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Here's Peterson. 8 points for him. Lets the 3 fly. Tries again. Headshot off. Good D by Lopez. Warriors trail by 4. To the paint. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
The Warriors shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. Detroit leading by 3. Kicks it out to Evans. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Yesufu gets the bucket. Yesufu's got 5 now.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
All the momentum seems to be running in their favor. They're close to taking the lead.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Al LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. The Pistons are improving on both ends, but particularly on defense. Cade Cunningham said, everybody is stepping up on that end and taking the challenge to guard. We have a good system that allows us all to play our strengths. We're still hungry, though. We're not satisfied at all. Guys, back to you.
More to prove. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Trying to end the drought. Boozer, no luck. The Warriors have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. For the lead, and the bank shot is good. He's got 8.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
The Pistons trail it. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And the Pistons making a change here. While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition teams. The Pistons second.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
Here's Peterson. He's got 8. And it's good, 2 points.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by Golden State.
Warriors have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Rebound, Detroit. Pete's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to Peterson. They set the pick. Here's Pete to the wing right side. 6 to shoot. Back to Evans. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Pass to Wilson. Here's Yesufu. Golden State moving the ball around. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
The Pistons shooting not great, 40% for the game. Evans outside. Pass to Peterson. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. Evans has got 3 assists tonight. As we approach the 4th quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Fires from deep. Detroit with the rebound. Boozer's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Lindenborg. Wilson with the block. Over Peterson. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. The Pistons leading. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Peterson's got 6 in the quarter.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
For the 3, Evans with the rebound. Pistons leading by 3. Peterson the pass to Boozer. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Boozer's got 12 in the game.
Sometimes the pick doesn't even have to be perfect. It can just be a pick. He just needs to create a sliver of space.
Pass to Wilson. Over Boozer. Boozer with the rebound. Boozer's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Peterson. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Detroit.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And another thing they did well was just keep the effort up offensively. Lots of boards leading to extra opportunities, which they converted.
And the Warriors making a change here. Daniels has checked in. And they get it. Rebound, Detroit. They've led by as many as 14 points. Into the lane. Here's Pete. Detroit, no good that time either. Warriors trail by 6. But Trey, he scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Well, after an uneven first half, he's managed to right the ship and get things going.
Out to the right wing. Here's Peterson. Banked in off the glass. Peterson's got 9 points here in the second half.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Can't get it to go. His 5th miss and 10 shots from the floor.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And that one drops for him. And it's a 7-point Detroit lead.
And look, he's not the best athlete, but he's able to create the space he needs to operate.
And here's Wilson. Still yet to score. Outside Daniels. Golden State needs to get off a shot. A shot by Wilson, no good.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Out to the right wing. There's a good screen. From outside, off the mark.
And he got a couple to fall from long distance in the first half, but still looking for that number 3.
And the officials call a traveling violation. And the Pistons making a change here. Knox is checked in.
Now with the lineup for the Pistons.
Pistons lead by 7. There's 1:54 left in the third quarter of the game.
And taking a look here at the numbers for Daniels. Last season's performance for him. Put up about 9 points per, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, not playing outside himself, but finding lots of chances to do his thing and affect the game. He's getting after it, but needs some help if they're going to get it done.
The Warriors have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. There's a minute 40 left in the third quarter. To the middle. Here's Lindenborg. Warriors with the rebound. Well, it's definitely within striking distance now.
Yeah, but they've got to make each possession count on both sides of the floor.
He takes it in, and the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Here's Daniels. Not enough on that one as it misses. And, well, Detroit shooting terrible so far in the second half. Down around 26%.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T connected cam. The Pistons making a change here. .32 seconds left in the third. And again, it's the Warriors missing. There's 21 seconds left to play in the third. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. The Pistons have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line. Here's Daniels. He has yet to score.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
There's the three. Unable to get that one. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Pistons lead by 5. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Brown out there with Jackson. And it's Yesufu in at the small forward. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Pass to Evans. 5 to shoot. The 19-foot shot. The shot that time not on target.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Here's Lopez. From down in the low post, it goes.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The first one falls.
Number 9, 2 shots.
And he makes both free throws. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Warriors. Brown dishes to Jackson. Pass to Yesufu. The kick out to Lopez. Lopez, a screen on Evans. Here's Jackson. 5 on the clock. And the layup's good off the glass. Jackson's got his first bucket of the night.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Tries it from 19. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
The baseline J. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
And that's what they have to do more of. They got a great look out of that possession.
Evans outside. To the inside. And the layup falls. He's got 24.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Here's Jackson. And it's in there.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Also relying on his skill there. That's a nice move against length.
Nice ball movement by Detroit.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Peterson's checked in for Detroit.
Team foul. Substitution on the court.
Evans feeling it out a bit. Back to Boozer. Pass to Peterson. Just 5 on the clock. That shot, no good. Some solid defense from Brown. Here's Yesufu. Now here's Lopez. Brown outside. To tie it up. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Pistons leading by 3. Evans outside. For 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. Lets it fly. The shot, no good.
Well, the defense was fortunate. That was a good look from mid-range. He just was trash.
Pass to Peterson. Just 5 to shoot. Chalk up 2 there. Peterson's got 11 points here in just the second half.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart. And let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
This one for 3. Boozer with the rebound. Boozer's got 11 rebounds in the game. He tries for 3. Warriors with the rebound. Brown's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Three-pointer. And London Board pulls it down. Detroit leading by 5. Here's Peterson. Shot from 16. The Warriors pull it in.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance. That's more than enough space for him to get that shot up.
Detroit's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Outside Boozer. Evans outside.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Number 1. First personal foul. Third team foul.
Boozer passes to Evans. Here's Peterson. Shot clock at 5. Buries it from three-point range. Peterson's got 5 points now this quarter.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second. That's rock-solid defense on a really good scorer.
Pulls up. High post. It's Boozer missing.
Well, despite some uneven shooting from him, they're still out in front.
Here's Yesufu, covered by Evans. Brown outside. Oh, good on the triple. Pistons leading by 6. Goes to the reverse layup and puts it in.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. The Warriors making a switch here. Wilson's checked in. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
During that break, Coach Steve Kerr had some advice for the team. And Coach challenged the team, asking them to bring the fight inside, telling them to play with pride, telling the team, you're getting bullied near the hoop. Let's see if it works, guys.
Thank you, Allie. Warriors trail by 8. Brown outside. Pass to Yesufu. Back to Wilson. Three-pointer on the way. Boozer with the defensive effort. Pistons leading by 8. Shot on the wing. That shot missing. The Warriors shooting 41% for the game. Rebound, Detroit. Blendenborg's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Peterson. Here's the 3. Here's Blendenborg.
Wow, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
And if they want to mount a comeback here, they need him to get going. It's just that simple.
Here's Peterson. He's covered by Brown. That one good for 2. And now a 12-point Detroit lead.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Second personal foul, first team foul. At the line for your Warriors, number 1. Taking 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. He hits the second from the line. Detroit leading by 11. Now Evans. Here's Peterson. And he jams it in.
Saw the angles and led him right to the hoop with that pass.
The Warriors shooting not great, 40% for the game. Outside Wilson. That one misses. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Golden State running out of time. That shot no good.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Peterson. He's covered by Brown.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
Second personal foul, third team foul.
No good on that.
Peterson taking 3 shots.
And he sinks the second. And he nails the third. Warriors trail by 15. Launches it. Knocks down the three.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Jumper is off.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Puts it up from 17. The shot is off.
There has been nothing for him this quarter. Ever since halftime, he's lost all of his touch.
1:10 left to play in the final quarter. Big time jam. He was ready to receive and deliver.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Pistons.
They had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the floor of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with one game left against this squad.
26 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it go. That does not go. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
Tobias, congratulations on the win. Do you sense this team is building good chemistry?
Yeah, I think that's a bit.
And as always, Allie, thank you so much. And that about wraps it up with Richard Jefferson and Greg.